Would you say telling the truth is the best thing?
Yeah, what do you need clarity on?
No, I don't need clarity on anything. I know everything.
Hey, I'm Wayne.
I'm Daniela, and this is Houxwife.
You're asking if
you're in a really good place with your partner right now, right?
let's relate it to us. Okay? We're in a really good place in our relationship.
Yeah.
And what are you asking?
I'm saying if I was to, no, not if I was to ask. If you just know that you did some things in the beginning that maybe aren't how you are right now, would you tell me? Unless I'm asking?
Out of thin air?
Yeah.
Probably not.
So unless I brought it up, you wouldn't
Yeah. Why would I bring it
mention
up?
it?
Why would I bring it up?
Yeah. Does no good. For what?
Yeah, why would I bring it up? Unless you were feeling some kind of way about something that maybe you found out and I had to give you some clarity towards it.
Okay, so do you think that it's fair to say that if your partner is asking you about something that happened 3 years ago and they need clarity on, would you say telling the truth is the best thing?
Yeah, what do you need clarity on?
No, I don't need clarity on anything. I know everything.
What do you need clarity on?
I don't need clarity on anything.
Let's clear it up right now.
I'm asking, do you think that telling the truth in the moment is important, and why?
I think that telling the truth all the time is important. I mean, no matter what the repercussions, I just think that whatever you do in life, if you can't be honest about it, then what are you doing? You know, I think you need to be honest about what you've done, who you are, and that'll bring the right people around you who's supposed to be around you, and have the right people accept you for who you are. If you're out here just saying whatever and saying what people like to hear, then they end up falling in love with somebody that ain't you. And then you got to keep up these lies, and you got to keep up this persona of what you're not. So whether it's damaging or not, I think it's only damaging for, you know, a short period of time until the repair process happens, and, you know, it's like taking 2 steps back to take 10 forward. And I truly believe in that, because, you know, if you're setting out to make a distinctive life with somebody, then you have to know that your foundation needs to be strong, and a foundation can't be strong on
Lies. I agree too, and I think that if you're asking someone to tell you the truth about something that might have happened yesterday or a month ago or a year ago, I feel like the person deserves to know the truth so that they can make a choice based on the truth. You know what I mean? Like, if I asked you something, right, and you admitted to it, I feel like now I have all the information to decide, do I want to stay with this person or do I not? And that's my choice.
Okay.
Because I know a truth. What?
But this is why people lie.
Why?
Because they don't want to give you an option to leave.
They don't. They want you to just stay. I agree, but that's not fair, because now the person's basically making a choice on staying with you, thinking that you're telling them the truth. And then it's only worse if it just... And then it's only worse if it comes out later. Now it's 10 times worse, because now you lied about it after I asked you about it. No?
Keep going. Keep going.
I'm just saying, I feel like I want to know all the facts, whether it hurts me, whether I'm going to be mad about it. I want to be the one. If I'm going to make the choice to stay with you, I want to know everything. I want it to be fair. Like, if I stay with you, that's my choice. If I leave you, that's my choice based on all the facts of what happened. Because then it's like you're living a lie.
Yeah, but then this is, you see that attitude that you just had towards, like, receiving the truth. This is why people lie. It's because it's like, I feel like I'm rewarding you the truth. No, let me rephrase that. I feel like I'm giving you the truth to be rewarded.
To stay?
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's not always the case, though.
Then why tell the truth?
Because it's not fair.
But fair is not what we're shooting for when we want,
It's not fair. It's only worse. I'm telling you, it's worse because if you're not telling the truth and later you find out now from someone else, now you're twice as mad. And less likely to maybe even forgive because you didn't tell me the truth when I asked for it. You lied to me, and now a few months, a year later down the road, I find out the truth from somebody else. Now it's like, okay, you lied to me more. You couldn't even give me the truth.
And then do you leave then?
I feel like you're more prone to maybe wanting to leave as opposed to someone telling you the truth. I feel like you have a better chance.
That's what I'm saying. So I feel like I would tell the truth to be rewarded
with the person staying.
With the person staying.
Yeah.
If anyone feels like I'm going to tell the truth and it's going to result in you leaving, why tell the truth? And why even and there's another thing. There's another side to this. Why dig and dig for the truth
if you're not leaving?
And then stay? Because what does the truth matter at that point? If you're not going to jump ship.
Just to know, I guess.
That's what I'm saying. So if the only reason you're sorting out after the truth is for clarity, and it's not a means of, oh, I'm gonna just up and leave, then yeah.
But people don't disclose that. People aren't like, oh, tell me the truth and
I'll stay. But that's you. I mean, from my experience, I think a woman rather a cheater than a liar.
I feel like I rather an honest person. But I mean, I guess if you're cheating, you're kind of lying.
Not really.
Yeah, really.
You're only lying when you're asked a question.
No.
Yeah.
No.
How could I lie?
Because to do cheating, you're lying in the process of it.
Not
I'm going out with my friends, but you're really not out with your friends. You're out with another girl. That's
always.
A lie.
Not always.
Okay, so tell me how you can
Not
get
always.
to cheating without lying, because cheating equals lying.
The girl could be there while you're with your friends.
So omitting, now you're saying that omitting something is not lying.
All right, this is another topic.
A liar and a cheater.
Okay. Okay. A cheat. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back to
the question, because that'll be another topic for another day.
Okay, let's go back to the question. Is it worth telling the truth about some old shit?
Yeah.
I don't know. You tell me.
I think it depends.
You tell me. If I asked you about some old shit, is it worth telling me?
If you're asking, I feel like I should tell you the truth, because if you're asking, it's because you probably already know something. No one's just asking out of thin air if they don't suspect anything, if they don't think anything. If you're asking it, it's because in the back of your head, you've already had something where you kind of knew, but you weren't 100% sure, and it never, yes.
Your spidey senses are tingling.
Yes. And so I feel like if you're asking, the person deserves the truth. I don't think that...
What if the person tells the truth and your spidey senses are still tingling? And it really is the truth.
Like you want to think that it's more?
And you want to think that it's something else.
More, yeah. And that's your problem.
That's toxic.
That's your problem, not mine.
Yeah,
I'm telling you the truth. I mean, what else do you want from me?
Exactly. They're looking for misery.
Okay, now you have bigger issues.
Yeah, there's some people that are just looking for misery.
Yeah, now
finding
you have bigger
something
problems.
in nothing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because you're probably it might be because you're bringing on traumas from past things. It's like, and you're bringing it into new relationships.
Sometimes the truth is not the best option. Can we talk about that?
Let's talk about it.
No. First, before we talk about that, let's talk about a time when you've asked me about something. And how the truth either affected you for the worse or the better?
I think that a time that I asked you about something, you definitely didn't lie. You said what it was. And I think, like I said, I think in the moment I was probably angry and annoyed. But it's kind of like, okay, that happened a long time ago. It wasn't like a in the moment thing. It was.
Yeah, but what are your intentions on asking these things to make sure that you're
I don't
not...
know, to clarify, to know am I thinking crazy or did this really happen? Clarity.
Clarity, but what about...
What do you get out of it? Knowing that if you're asking, that you're getting the truth. So in the future, if something happens in the moment and you ask, you're not being lied to. Because I feel like most men, when a girl asks you something, she, like I said, she probably already knows. And I think that there's nothing worse for a girl when the guy just sits there acting all defensive and acting like you're crazy. You're not crazy. You already know. I think we just want to hear you say, yeah, like stop looking at me with the face like I'm dumb. I'm not dumb. I already know, so just say it.
Whew.
Just say it.
Whew. Now that that's out of the way.
Yeah.
You know,
So, what?
I have to agree with you on a part of that. A part of that
Don't gaslight me now.
No, a part of that is, bro, if you are wrong, you
Right.
have no room to be defensive.
That is the worst and probably the number one most annoying thing. Like,
No, it's not annoying. It's the
it's
least...
disrespectful.
That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. It is the least effective way of getting what you want out of that situation.
Just say you're wrong. Just say it. You don't know how much time.
Being defensive is the worst way.
And making the girl feel like she's crazy. She's not crazy. She knows.
It's the worst way. You know, I have to touch on this because there's so many people out there claiming that they're the realest nigga. They're the realest. I'm the realest ever. And can't even tell their girl the truth. Real who?
Just exactly.
They can't even stand on who they are, for real. Real who?
Tell the truth.
Yeah, you got it.
Especially if you're being asked.
Yo, listen. If you are afraid of losing the person that you're with,
then you shouldn't be
doing crazy shit that you can't tell the truth about.
Then don't do it in the first place.
Then just don't do it, or just don't be with her. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. People want their cake and want to eat it too. Okay, I get that, but be honest about it so the person
can make
that
an
you're
informed
with
decision.
Can make a decision to say, "Oh yeah, I'm cool with that." Matter of fact, I was thinking the same thing, and you just never know unless you tell the truth. So like, you can't get B by saying you want A. It's just the bottom line. When it comes to bringing up old shit, though,
I think it depends. I don't think that you should be bringing up old shit that, like, I don't know, like, how old are we talking? Like 10 years in, and you're bringing up something from the first time you dated? You know? When nothing in between has ever happened? Or led you to...
I learned this in management also. You never adhere to a problem when it's too far deep in the past.
Right.
Right? It's just not effective. When you see something, you gotta say it right
in the
then
moment,
and there. You gotta address it right then and there. Otherwise, it just gets swept under the rug. There's misinformation. You can't really recall some of the information. It's just a bunch of. You just don't. This is why there's a statute of limitations, because there just is no grounds to bring up something from so long ago. Like, witness testimonies are no longer reliable.
Don't bring up the law.
There's no reliable sources anymore.
Don't bring up the law.
Was that 2017? Was that 2000?
You need a lawyer?
I don't know. I'll represent myself. I'm just saying, when you bring up something from so far in the yonder,
right?
The person that was the primary source could hardly remember. How do you expect them to navigate defending something that they hardly remember?
Yeah, I agree with that too. I think that
9 times out of 10, I'm drunk. I mean, not me. 9 times out of 10, there's a situation. There's a situation at hand where the information was already skewed, and now you want me to recall it 5 years later?
That's what I'm saying. I feel like
it's damn near. It's just like it's damn near impossible,
But how many times do I have? Okay, not me. But how many times does a person have to ask? Like, if it happened in the moment, and you're asking, and say the person lied, and then a few years pass, and like something comes up again where it reminds you of it, and now you ask again. But like, how do you know the difference between like, is it just like between? I guess what I'm saying is how sure are you to, like, what makes you feel so sure that the person is lying for you to feel like you have to keep bringing it back up? And like, is it because the answer you got in the first place never was,
didn't sit right?
Didn't make sense?
Didn't
sit right?
Yeah, it didn't fit the evidence.
Yeah.
How many times you saying?
Yeah, how many times before it's like, doesn't that just look worse? I'm asking you 1,000,000 times, so I feel like at that point, do you just shut up and just keep to your original lie?
At that point, yeah, you kind of already made your bed. Now you got to sleep in it, right? Yeah, you kind of just gotta. Not me per se, but I feel like no time is too late to just be like, all right, you know what? Fuck it. You asked me a gazillion times, and I didn't want to hurt you a gazillion times, but now you want to hurt yourself. Here it is.
Not hurt yourself.
Yes, hurt yourself.
No.
Hurt yourself. That's the only reason you're digging and digging and digging and digging and digging.
No.
Because you want to jump in the grave.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but there's other situations where it's just like, I made my bed, and I lied on my resume, and now I'm the CEO. Why would I ever tell these people that
the truth?
I really didn't go to college?
Yeah.
At that point, it's just like, yo, the outcome is
solidified. I think it just depends on like the amount of time that's passed.
They love me here. The environment's great. They've been treating me like I'm a Harvard graduate. Why would I tell them that I went to community college?
Would you ruin that for yourself?
Why would I tell them I went to community college?
If it happened like 5 years ago, 7 years, and we're in a good place
now. They love
now.
my work. They love my work. I've been nothing but great to the company.
Yeah.
Why would I tell them that I went to community college? Yeah. I already made the lie earlier. It's 10 years later.
It's too late now.
It's too late. It's too late.
So you think time
has a... That was a good analogy. That was good.
Shut up.
I could tell. I could tell it was good. It was written all over your face. I could tell. Okay, there's that. And then, how many times do you have to ask?
To get the truth.
Fellas, if the situation at hand is like right now, and it happened like right now,
just
like
say
yesterday.
It.
If it happened yesterday, and your significant other caught a whiff of it, and you know it's lingering, when you get asked, you have to take a deep breath, and you have to build up the courage to stand on whatever it is and tell the truth.
You have to be honest.
The easy way out is to lie, deny it, blah, blah, blah,
get mad,
blah, blah. Get defensive.
Like she did something wrong.
She did something wrong by looking through your phone. She did something wrong by...
Right, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Blame it on her. Let's reverse it on her because she looked through the phone. No.
I don't get into that. I get into lock me up if you have to. I did it, lock me up. And if you're not finna lock me up, then we're past this. That's what I get into. Because it's not worth it to me to sleep at night knowing that this shit will
linger on for 20 years.
No, not just linger. Not just linger, because even when you tell the truth, sometimes it lingers.
Yeah. But it's worse when you're yes, because if you're telling the lie for the next 20 years, you better believe that that person in their head is making up a probably worse story in their head of what happened instead of your version.
That's not what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's not what I am talking about. What I'm talking about is you may put the rug over it today. One day, somebody's going to move that rug. Not you. Somebody's going to move that rug.
And it's going to be exposed.
And the fucking truth is going to be undeniable. And then you're going to have to deal with that. And it won't even come from you. That's the worst part.
That is. That's what I was saying.
So sleeping at night, knowing that this information, because if you're cheating or doing whatever, the information is not only in your hands. It's in multiple people's hands. Mm-hmm. The other person, and then whoever the other person is. Mm-hmm. Whoever the other person has told or exposed it to. So the number one thing for me is not having someone else with a loaded gun and the power over me and my relationship. When by disclosing the truth to my wife, then it's like the power is now in our court of what we want to do. No outsider now can come and try to ruin what's going on over here. It's like, okay, that happened. I was honest with my wife, and now no one can go and pull the rug and be like, oh, you think your husband's this and this and that, but really he's a this. And it's like, now you got to deal with that. Other than telling the truth the first time. That's way worse.
It is. That's what I'm
saying.
Way worse.
Way worse. Do you remember the original question?
No. No, the original question was confessions. Do you confess if being asked?
Confess if being asked.
Yeah.
Tell the truth if you're asked. If you're not asked, you're not obligated to tell anybody anything. But another thing is, if you're not in the game of telling the truth or being 100 with everybody around you, just don't do the fuck shit.
Easier said than done.
I'd rather do the fuck shit and stand on it. I don't give a fuck.
Don't laugh. It's not funny.